Hey, what is up everybody? Thank you so much for tuning into another one of my videos. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Outback Finance, the Titano fork that is coming to Phantom with 300,000% APY. Now, before we jump into this video, guys, please make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you hit the bell notification, as these videos are very time sensitive. In today's video, we will be looking at the project, how the project has secured investor safety, and the whitelist requirements that I have laid out in our Discord very clearly. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. What is Outback Finance? Right off the bat, you guys can see right here that it is a Titano fork that gives you a daily return on investment of 2.2%. 300,000 APY essentially, which is the highest for any auto staking protocol on Phantom. Now, me personally, I have gone through all the documentations, I have gone through their Discord, and I can say for a fact that I am pretty bullish on this team, as the team is very transparent as to their functionalities. Now, how does it essentially work? Well, let's have a look right here. As you guys can see, you will get 300,000%, offering a daily return on investment at 2.2%, and the rebases are every 30 minutes, which is the same as Titano, right? Now, what we can see here is that they created a system to combat inflation. As you guys can see right here, that when the circulating supply rises while the market cap stays stagnant, the price per token decreases. That's basic inflation, right? Basic economic principles. This was the major pitfall of other rebase tokens. To combat this, the team is introducing a variety of burn mechanisms. The most beneficial burn mechanism will be via a lottery. The lottery allows users to buy one ticket by sending one RU token, which is the token, which is the project's token, to the contract. The lottery will draw once every 3 days with the following ratio: 90% of the RU to the winner, 8% to be burnt, and 2% to the bank. Long-term growth. With any rebasing token, the biggest concern is the market cap being stagnant while the amount of tokens circulating is gradually increasing. To combat this, there will be a simple taxation on both buy and sells. The taxes will be beneficial to the growth of both the treasury and the protocol. In short, the taxes benefit the long-term holders of the RU token. Now, before we get any further, I should also give you guys the disclaimer that this is not financial advice. So make sure you guys do your own research before investing in any project. Now, how much tax will they actually have? Well, if you look at the treasury and scroll down, they actually have a base tax. For example, the 13% buy or transfer tax and 20% sell tax. So a total of 33%. And then on top of that, what they actually have, which I personally like so that whales can't really dump, is that if you have a certain percentage of the LP, so remember guys, LP stands for liquidity pool, which means if you have a larger portion, so if you have, for example, 1% of the liquidity pool, you'll have an additional 5% tax, and this tax goes up until there's a total sell tax of 70%. What does this do? It essentially ensures that big whales can't just dump the price right away. And that's something I like, because obviously what happens a lot of times is that big whales will essentially dump the token price, and that creates a snowball effect, and you have all small buyers selling at the same time because of panic. This is obviously very detrimental for the project and detrimental to long-term holders. So the fact that they have like a scaling tax system in place definitely makes me think that it is one that will stay here for a longer period of time. Now, launch details. As you guys can see, they have 150 million tokens that will be allocated to whitelist at the price of 0.01 per RU. And then after that, they're going to have the public presale, which is going to be 50% above, so 0.015. Which is going to be the public pre-sale that is going to be allocated. So they will have the whitelist pre-sale, they're going to have the public pre-sale, and then as you guys can see right here, that they're going to have $600,000 initial liquidity formed with RU at an initial price of 0.025. Obviously, if you're able to get into the whitelist of the public, you have obviously a gain right off the bat, because you're essentially getting your tokens at 0.1 or 0.15, and the token is being listed for 0.025. Now, they are trying to raise a large amount for the protocol. As you guys can see here, they're trying to raise $1.5 million, which is rather big portion. However, I do think that this is one that might actually fill up, because they do have a lot of hype coming into the project. Now, if we do have a look over to their Discord server, you guys can see they have over 19,000 members on their Discord server, which I think is absolutely spectacular. Now, they had a rather large invite contest that happened, which is why there are a lot of users in this. Now, whether or not these users will be investing or not, I'm personally not certain, but I can definitely see through the reactions and through the announcements that there is indeed a large amount of people that are going to be investing in this project. And that's something obviously that I like to see, because obviously you want to invest in a project that has a lot of hype. Now, if we look over to their security and KYC, on April 1st, you guys can see that they were KYC'd by 8 o'clock. If you look over here on their Twitter, you guys can also see here that they did indeed do KYC with 8 o'clock, which is one safety measure. However, a lot of people were kind of upset at the fact that it was with 8 o'clock, and as such, what the team decided to do is go ahead and get their KYC done with Sphere DeFi as well. If you guys don't know what Sphere is, it's Sphere Finance. It's been doing absolutely spectacular. They are introducing the QLAAS, which is the quantum liquidity, which is essentially putting a lot of these forks or these projects together and combining their liquidity in order to make these projects essentially last longer. And as you guys can see, Outback Finance has clarified that they have done KYC with Sphere DeFi and will be using their QLAAS. Really excited about what's coming. That once again is another form of assurity for me that they are indeed trying to do their best to make sure that the team is transparent and that they won't rug. If we look back at their Discord, you could also see that their announcement section is very vibrant and colorful. There's a lot of people. So right off the bat, we see Ono here, who is the marketing manager. He has been brought into the project as the marketing manager. You guys can go over and read here, but essentially he has a lot of experience and he's a good marketer. You can see here Crypto Chris, who is one of the founders, is essentially doing an Ask Me Anything at 5:30 p.m. UTC. You guys should join that if you have any questions. You can see here they clarified that they did the KYC by the one and only Simsala, who is a big element in Sphere DeFi and Sphere Finance. If you guys don't know about him, you can always go over to Sphere Finance and check him out. And moreover, guys, you can kind of see through all of these announcements that they are indeed very active. If we look over to the chat, you guys can see the chat is also very active, and we're not even at launch date. We have people messaging every single minute, and that for me is a good sign that the project is going to do well. Now, if we go back to the announcements one real quick time, you guys can see here that they clarified that the pre-sale, they can see here that they clarified that they will be having their whitelist pre-sale this Friday on the 8th of April. Make sure you guys do jump into their Discord and have a chat with them as to what would be the best approach and whether or not you can secure a whitelist spot. Now, how do you get a whitelist spot from our community? So if you want to enter the giveaway, guys, obviously make sure that you're subscribed, you like, and you leave a comment down below. Alright guys, and then what I want you to do is head on over to our Discord server, which the link will be in the description below. Head on over to our giveaway channel right here and essentially join one of these 3 giveaways. Alright guys, like you just have to click these. We are doing 3 separate giveaways for the Outback whitelist. As you guys can see, the duration you can always click the timer to see how much duration is left. That is all you need to do. There is no premium element, there is no payment, there is no subscription or anything like that required. All we ask you to do is join our Discord and share ideas about upcoming projects, and of course be a part of our strategies. We've been having a killer month, and it is only the first 5 days of the month. I cannot thank you all enough for tuning into my videos. And with that being said, guys, let's get that bag. Peace.